Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Good evening, everybody. Pierre, founder and CEO of Solomon Firearms Training and Overwatch Security. I want to say hello to you guys. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Okay, if you're out here eating and getting fat and living your best life with your family, that's exactly what you need to be doing. So, I want to wish everybody, a happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully you're eating good food. Make sure your food have seasoning. Make sure you have to go plates. I've been eating bad food. I'm bad fat right now. But yeah, every opportunity that we have to be thankful and to meet with friends and family, I'm always willing to do that. I think there should be more holidays, taking a break from the rat race and just, truly appreciating what is valuable and important in life, and that's family. Good food, family, laughter. That's important. So yeah, so my family we're like workaholics this week, so we're actually celebrating tomorrow. So I've been able to go to a bunch of Thanksgivings and get plates from people and stuff like that, and then tomorrow we're gonna turn up. So yeah, so in the mindset of being grateful, right, and being thankful, right, the most important thing we should be grateful for is life and our families, right? So our immediate family, and that should be the main reason why you should want to protect yourself, right? That's the primary driving factor is wanting to protect yourself, wanting to protect your family, and then extending that to your local community, right? We can't save the world, but if we take care of our own little network, right, take care of our piece of the pie, the world will be a better place. So last week we were talking about holding the two-way accountable to a community. We focused on the firearms leadership, and we talked about the problems that they have and gave some solutions. So today we're focusing on the private citizen. So we're continuing that trend topic because I don't want to talk about the world and I don't want to talk about other anti-gun organizations and things like that without first addressing the problems that are home and then working on that. So if we can't handle our own problems and police our own issues, then how are we supposed to, you know, police other people? So we gotta, wipe our own eye, take care of our own stuff before we point out anything else in anybody. So, the private citizen, all right, the average person that I run into, right? So I've been able to collect a lot of data. I've been training for over a decade now, and I've been able to unofficially collect a lot of data. And what I noticed is that the average private citizen doesn't really understand the magnitude of what they're getting into, right? So we teach the basic firearm safety course, right? It's technically 4 hours. We advertise it as five, so that way people can ask all the questions that they have, and we can go over all of the extra stuff. Um, and when people first book the course, they're like, "Man, 5 hours? What the hell are we gonna be talking about for 5 hours? Is it really gonna take that long?" And I'm just like, how much time do you think that this class should take? You're learning to use a tool. The tool has the ability to take away a human life. The tool requires you to train and to be knowledgeable and proficient with it. So, how much training do you think that you should take? An hour, 2 hours? You think 2 hours of training is all that somebody needs to be safe, responsible, and proficient with a firearm? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. So, like, generally going in, the average citizen that's coming in to learn about firearm safety, their mindset is really skewed because they think that 5 hours of training is way too much time that the class should take. And and I part of me is frustrated with that, and then also part of me is like, well, you don't know what you don't know. And then Massachusetts is one of those states where we mandate you to take a firearm safety class. So half these people are here because they're forced to be here. And if they could just go buy a gun with just passing a background check, they would do that as well. So I find it, a bit alarming that people aren't coming with the mindset of, hey, I should be really be investing, my time into getting that stuff. So needless to say, right, people come in, the state forces them to take the class. And what I always tell my students is you have to continue to educate yourself, right? You got to continue investing time, money, and energy because there's a lot of pitfalls to gun ownership. And too often, I turn on the news and I see the average gun owner, engaging with the firearm. And I'm just like, wow, you really need some training. So, to give a little bit of perspective, right? You have police officers who go through academy, they get trained, and they're supposed to be professionals, right? And then they go out there into the world and deal with the everyday stuff that people are dealing with. So every time a police officer gets into a, violent encounter, they talk about how stressful it is. They got to make life or death decisions. And, this is why they did X, Y, and Z. And it's always a traumatic and, generally controversial if a cop shoots somebody and the terms are a bit ambiguous. So if police officers are having a hard time training and dealing with people and having a hard time, exercising good judgment and when to shoot and not to shoot, what how prepared is the average citizen? If all you took was a 5-hour safety class and now you're walking around with a gun, like, don't you think you need a little bit more training? And for most people, they think they're good. Most people, they take the 5-hour class and then they think they're all set. They think they don't need any additional training. And then the classes goes over loading and unloading, how to be safe with the firearm, and the very basic things, just the bare minimum required. And then as I watch the news and I watch people use firearms, they tend to do the wrong thing. Or yeah, so a couple of things. They tend to do the wrong thing, or they didn't do as well as they could have. I remember in particular the last time I watched somebody use a firearm in the news, a bad guy broke inside the house. So the guy like literally came in, had a gun, kicked down the house. The guy has the ring camera, so he can see that it's an intruder. He pretended he wasn't home, and then when the bad guy like kicked down the door, he started to shoot. The problem with this was that the guy lived in an apartment complex. So the guy fired like 4 or 5 shots, and then none of them hit the bad guy. The bad guy scrambled and ran out. And then, when I watch the replay of this video and I look at where the shots go, they're spraying all across the apartment complex and they're going into the other apartment. And I'm like, and then you look at the comments on YouTube or whatever, like, yeah, good job, yeah, you defended your home, woohoo, yeah, you scared them away. And what my instructor mindset is looking at, I'm looking at shot placement, right? How wide those shots were and how they were going into another dwelling where somebody was living. Imagine you're at home with Thanksgiving and then some random bullets go through your wall and kill some of your family members because some guy was trying to defend himself. So did he stop that violent invasion? Yes, he did. But he also endangered the life of his neighbors. And luckily nobody gets shot. But that's something that I see all the time. People using their firearms and they don't use it well. And then the decisions that they make, I look at that and I'm just like, why did you do that? And the reason is because they don't know any better. So the private citizen, right, we're giving anti-gunners all this material because we're doing dumb stuff. We're shooting ourselves with the firearm. We're shooting friends and family with the firearm. We're making poor decisions when it comes to self-defense. We're endangering the life of other people. We're letting children, our kids, we're not properly storing the gun. Our kids are bringing the guns to school and are getting in trouble in school or shooting themselves or the teacher, as we saw this year. Teacher got shot by like a fourth grader. And what we're doing is we're giving anti-gunners all this material to use and to push their propaganda. So how can we say that, hey, we want people to stop discriminating against us, and then we're not policing our own people? We're not investing in ourselves and doing what we have to do to avoid these situations. So what I would like to see, right? What I would love to see is the pro gun, the two-way community, the private the private citizen. I would really, really like them to invest more time, money, and energy in training. When I go to my average gun range, right, my average public or private gun range, and I'm looking at these shot groups, people are shooting at giant size targets like the T guy in the back right here, right? Um, and then their bullet holes are everywhere. Their shot group is like a 8, 12, 15-inch shot group, and they're giving each other high fives, and they're like, "Yeah, got that guy, woohoo!" And obviously, I don't say nothing. I mind my business, and then I'm looking at that target, and I'm like, "That's a horrible target. You got a freaking 12-inch shot group. Why with a handgun?" I could understand if you were shooting shotgun and it was birdshot and you got a lot of pellets all over the paper, but with a handgun, that's not a good shot group. And then, so I think the average person, because they're not seeking that additional training, that they're satisfied with the bare minimum. And the bare minimum means that you're not prepared, you're not really prepared to defend your family. And then when you do so, you oftentimes make bad decisions or don't do it as well as you could have. So nobody is perfect, but we really need to be investing. So if you've been carrying a gun for years and all you did was take that safety class, and even if you go to the range like once a month, that's not enough. And the thing is, when I go online in these gun groups, people, they're showing all the toys that they're buying. They're buying these flashlights and lasers and scopes and things like that. And then they don't really know how to use it. That same money that you're spending on guns, spend that on some training. Got a guy, oh, I just bought this brand new rifle, and he got the scope is like this big. And yeah, I got this rifle for self-defense. And I'm like, bro, what are you shooting in your house that requires a scope this big? The magnification, you live in a studio apartment in Boston. Like, what are you doing? That's not a good firearm. Wait, what caliber is that rifle? And you're gonna be shooting that through an apartment complex, and it's like they just see stuff on TV, they see stuff in the movies, they hear about stuff online, and then, they buy all this equipment, but they don't know the proper application of it. So, what I'm encouraging private citizens who have a firearm, who believe in defending themselves and the innocent bystander from violent attackers, I'm imploring you guys that you continue your education and your training. All right, because the first class that you took is not enough. There are so many things that there are so many pitfalls to gun ownership. The first safety class that you take is really telling you not to kill yourself and go barely over the laws because you've only got a couple of hours. It's not enough time to really dig in as we would like to. So you have to do the work, right? You have to learn the legal requirements of when it's okay and not okay to use a gun. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, "Oh, some guy's talking shit. I'm gonna shoot him and drag him inside my house and say that he tried." I'm like, "What? You're gonna shoot a guy outside. You're gonna pick up the body, drag it inside your house, and then tell the police that the guy came in your house and then he shot him." And I was like, "Are you stupid? Are you stupid?" And I sit here and I listen to these stories. I hear this stuff all the time. And I'm like, bro, you're going to jail. If you're inside your house and some guy is threatening you, why don't you close the door? Close the door and call 911. Why would you engage this guy? And now you're picking up and moving bodies? Like, what? But I hear these stories all the time, and there are so many legal implications, and it's like, while I'm not a lawyer and I can't give legal advice, that is definitely not what you should be doing. Things like stand your ground laws, duty to retreat, castle doctrine, right? All these shoot, don't shoot scenarios, establishing PID, positive identification of an imminent threat, right? There's so many things. Each of these topics is an 8-hour course. These are 8-hour classes, each in their own. And that's why when my students take my classes, I say, go on my website and then continue your education. We have it set up in the order that we recommend that you take it. Go down that family tree and take those classes because what you have is not enough. Looking at your shot group, it's not enough. So many people walk around with a gun and don't practice drawing from the holster. You have never drew from your holster and shot at a target effectively. So what do you think is gonna happen when that bad guy actually is in your face? Then we got the Tula drill, right? The 21-foot rule. So like you got all those implications. So how quickly can you draw that firearm and accurately make hits on your target? And a lot of ranges, and then that goes back into the ranges too. A lot of these ranges don't allow people to draw from the holster and shoot. So the range, if you're not going to allow people to do that, the you need to be the ranges need to be looking and hiring instructors to allow private citizens to do realistic training. We say in the army, train as you fight and fight as you train. So how is it that we can be telling you to, when the bad guy comes, draw from the holster, defend yourself, look for cover, know the difference between cover and concealment, and then you don't get to practice that. So if you're a range owner, you're a range management, you sit at a board somewhere, and then you want your club members to be prepared to deal with that threat, why isn't the range allowing that type of training to happen? If you feel like people can't conduct that training safely, then bring in instructors. Like I go to ranges all the time and I go and I train there. First, I usually start off with their staff, right? So you start off with the staff, you start with board members, so that way they can take the class and they could see that you know what you're talking about. They could experience that themselves and then they know how to properly supervise it. So you need to bring qualified instructors into that establishment so that way people can conduct the training safely. But I hate ranges where you can't do anything. All you can do there is stand and shoot. How are we preparing the average citizen to deal with the increasing violent threats that are happening in the world? You turn on the news and you see the world is going down the drain. So ranges, you guys have to, take what's the term I'm looking for? Take initiative, right? And that's something that we as a two-way community, we have not done. We do not take initiative. That goes to legally, that goes to training, that goes to all the other stuff. We wait till shit hits the fan. Oh no, there's an anti-gun bill coming in and they want to ban X, Y, and Z. Da 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 da. Okay. So what were you doing in that meantime before that anti-gun bill came in? Were you engaging your community? Did you ask your friend to go to the range? Did you tell your friend to bring a friend to the range? Did you invite your friend to take a class? And you've got to do that legwork, right? We as a two-way community, we have to do the legwork and take the initiative to beat these anti-gunners. The best way to beat anti-gunners is education and training. Education and training is going to equip people with the knowledge they need to make an informed decision. A lot of 'em, the anti-gunners that I run into, they're anti-gun because they don't know, and the media is lying to them. I tell people all the time, I'm not here to tell you how to feel or think about firearms. What I'm here to do is to educate and inform you with the facts, and then you can make a decision for yourself. And most of the time, when people get the real information, they go, "Oh, that fear that I have, I see how that's mitigated. That fear is not based on facts, it's based on X, Y, and Z." And we have to do the work. And as private citizens, we have been lazy, we have been complacent. We're lazy and complacent with our own education and training, and we're also lazy on the legal realm. When was the last time your range did a two-way event for the community? You hear all the time that communities are, banning gun ranges, they're setting up noise ordinances, they're trying to, reframe business and legal and residential zoning laws. They're doing all these types of things to target members of the two-way community. But what are we doing? What are we doing in the community to help combat that? How are we engaging people that are on the fence? There are people that are anti-gun that we will never convince. Sometimes they have a traumatic experience, and sometimes they're just dead set and they won't change their mind. We're not talking about those people. We're talking about the people that are on the fence, people that are willing to take in more information. If someone is not willing to take in the information, they're gone. Discard them. The people that don't know better, people that have bad information and they think that they're acting in good faith. So then they're like, "Oh, I'm on the moral right because I have this opinion." And then, so they don't think they're doing the wrong thing. So we private citizens, us people with the license to carry, we need to engage our own people. We need to ourselves be educated and trained, and we need to engage the people next to us. That's your family, that's your friends, that's your coworkers, that's your neighbors. If you're not engaging them, then anti-gunners are gonna win. And they have been winning for a long time. You turn on the news, anti-gun propaganda. There's a bill coming through. You watch a commercial, you drive by, and then there's billboards of, handguns kill people. Da 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 da. When was the last time a two-way organization put a billboard up, having some community ties or event? And when I drive by and I see this anti-gun billboard, now I ask the question, okay, if anti-gunners are using billboards to push their propaganda, what is the pro two-way community doing to combat that narrative? Because the narrative now is that there's no difference between good guys with a gun and bad guys with a gun. Anti-gun government and politicians, they don't see the difference. They don't see the difference between that law-abiding citizen that's out here trying to do the right thing and just protect themselves and the family. These anti-gun laws, they're putting everybody in the same category. And the reason that they're able to do that is because there's no other narrative being told. We're all screaming online. We're all yelling at each other. These guys, libtards, they're banning everything. Don't talk to me. Go talk to your family. Go talk to your friends. Go talk to your neighbors. Yeah, I don't want to have these conversations. Yeah, I don't want to hold these events. Yeah, I don't want to invite people. And then we're surprised that we're losing the battle. What are we doing? When was the last time you took a class to better your knowledge? I have people ask me all these types of questions about gun laws and the process and stuff like that, but we're not informed. The day that you find out some shit's getting banned when it's on the news and it's too late. I get emails from GOAL, Gun Owners Action League, every Friday. And I've finally been paying attention to it. And I'm reading these emails and what your government, the people that are taking your tax dollars, these are your politicians that are supposed to represent your ideals and your values. And I'm reading this email and I'm looking at what the government is doing. And I'm asking, what is the average gun owner doing to combat this? Because I hear all the complaints. I hear all the bitching. I hear all the crying. I hear all these anti-gunners, they suck and blah, blah, blah. But when Goal is out here emailing you, telling you to come to the hearing, how many of us is coming? How many of us is coming to the hearing? No one else is coming to the hearings. How many people are going to register and show up to this rally? There are 56 anti-gun bills that are going to be talked about next Monday. 56 that are trying to ban everything. They're trying to limit everybody, raise the limits of who can own a firearm, who can train, where you can carry. These people are literally trying to ban everything. But what is the average gun owner doing to stay on top of that? If you value your ability to protect yourself and your loved ones, what are you doing to stay informed? What organization and groups are you part of? Okay, you don't like the NRA. Cool. I hear a lot of people bitch and complain about the NRA. Cool. What are you doing to research and find another 2A group that you're interested in? How about gold? How about pink pistols for people that applies to? Yeah, I will Google every song, every dance, every crap in the world that has no value. Yeah, I will Google and research and memorize lyrics and dance moves and all this shit. But when it comes to doing the bare minimum for the things that actually value, the things that have value, yeah, I don't want to do the work. And then yeah, shocked that some anti-gun bill passed. How does the legal system work? How does the judicial system work? I still don't know, and I'm learning now. I went to the rally, I went to the courthouse, I went to the state house for the first time. I've lived in Boston for how long? State house is right there, easily accessible. But it wasn't until I really started paying attention and I'm learning how does the process happen. You hear about the House, you hear about the Senate, you hear about bills, we hear about that. How informed are we? These people are not just magically banning shit. They're going through a process. They're doing their research. They're organized. They're preparing. They're pooling resources together. And then us, the average gun owner, we turn on the news and we say, hey, Massachusetts is banning AR-15. And then we're all yelling, this is bad. But what was we doing prior to that? When anti-gunners was putting in that work, writing up these bills, showing up, testifying, and buying billboards and radio ads and all this stuff. What was we doing? We wasn't doing shit. We don't do shit. And that's exactly why We're losing the battle. We are lazy. We are complacent. So the question that I asked for the two-way community, the everyday private citizen, if you don't like the way shit is going right now, what are you doing to change? What are you doing to change the situation? Is 2024 gonna be the same thing? Because every year they're banning more stuff. All my friends in Rhode Island, I used to laugh at me. Ha ha ha, Massachusetts suck. You guys only have 10 round magazines, blah, 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 blah. You can't do this, you can't do that, da 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 da. What happened to Rhode Island this year? That anti gun propaganda hit them. Now, Rhode Island, as of 2023, has a 10 round magazine capacity law. Yeah, laugh and joke until that cancer spreads and hit y'all. Anti-gun propaganda is like a virus. It's like a cancer. Running and leaving Massachusetts is not going to solve the problem. We, as private citizens, we have to educate ourselves. We have to train ourselves. We have to organize. We have to fund. We have to put our money where our mouth is. Time, money, energy, and resources. Those are the things that we need to pour in to win this battle, to improve the environment. Or else anti-gun people are going to keep kicking our ass. If you like the way things are right now, don't do anything. Don't change. Live exactly the way you're living right now. If you're satisfied with the status quo. If you're not satisfied, then what are you going to do different starting today? Is 2024 going to be the same shit that we complain about all the time? Oh, these guys are banning this. These guys are banning that. Da, 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 da. Well, what are you doing? What are you doing beside crying on the internet? That's all y'all do. Y'all call me, y'all message me, y'all inbox me, y'all bitch and complain. But what is you doing in your real life? In your real life. You don't have to save the world. Just save the people in your little community. Have those conversations. Take somebody to the range. You know what that means? You're going to have to take a L on ammo. Get them on a little 22. Go buy a 22 handgun. So that way, your friends who might be interested in the ability to protect themselves, who might be interested in the Second Amendment, who might be curious and wanting to learn more about firearms, then you can give them a little 22 to start. So that way, they're not overwhelmed and intimidated. How about you help them out and do the homework? Hey, I took this class at Solomon Firearms. I really like that class. I recommend that this is where you go. Here's the website link. All you did was take that extra step. Instead of telling them, oh, you should take the class, you copy and paste that URL, boom. Merry Christmas. Instead of getting you some stupid ass fucking sweater, ugly Christmas sweater, or the same crap we get every year, here's a gift certificate. Here, I bought this class for you. Call Solomon Firearms and schedule your appointment. I took the class. I enjoyed it. I'm recommending it to you. Here's some pepper spray. Here's a link. Here's the YouTube link to go and watch and learn. Our community does nothing. And then we're surprised that we're losing our rights more and more every year. What do you think would happen? If you're not going to do the work, who will? Who will? Who is going to come and do the work for you? If I don't own a gun, then why the hell would I be marching, investigating, doing the legwork to help you keep your firearm? If you're saying the NRA does not represent your ideals and your values, then what organization are you contributing to do the same level of work? If you don't like this organization, then what are you doing? What are you doing as a gun owner to protect and grow the Second Amendment? If you're not doing shit, then you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. If every gun owner got one friend, one family member, one coworker, one neighbor, any one of those, just one out of any of those categories, and you got them to take a safety course, we would double our numbers. Just one person out of any of those categories that are in your circle, we would double our numbers. If you went to one rally this year, if you went to one hearing, goal, calm two-way, Commonwealth Second Amendment, how much money did you donate to their organization when they sue the state and take these cases all the way to the Supreme Court? How much money did you donate to their organization? Oh, Pierre, I gotta work. I can't take time off work. Then fine, put your money where your mouth is. You can't take time off for work? Where's that donation? Donate that money, take a picture, post that shit online, and tell somebody, hey, I donated to this organization. You should too. Do your work. Because anti-gunners, they are funded. They are funded very well. They are organized. And everybody's out here bitching and complaining, and nobody's doing the work because they think somebody else is going to do it. Well, guess what? The NRA is not enough. Goal is not enough. Com2A is not enough. The NSSF is not enough. You need to get your ass up and you need to go do the work. You need to join these organizations. You need to spend your money. You need to educate yourself. Because nobody else is going to do it. Massachusetts has 56 anti-gun bill hearings happening next Tuesday. Next Tuesday at 10:30 a.m., we have 56 anti-gun bills that are coming up that they're going to vote on and try to push forward. Let me read some of these titles for you, since you guys don't know. I'm going to make a separate video. An act relative to firearms and recreational vehicles. An act relative to the lawful sale of handguns. An act relative to return of firearms. An act relative to constitutional rights. An act to close gun dealer loopholes. An act to raise the age for possession of a firearm. In Massachusetts, you could be 14 years old and get an FID card, firearms identification card. They want to raise the rate. An act to prohibit carrying firearms in sensitive places. An act to banning semi-automatic firearms. This is right here. These are your people. These are bills. H.2361 by David Paul Linsky. An act banning semi-automatic firearms. They want to ban everything. When is my first time hearing about this bill? Earlier this week, when Goal sent me the email. Goal, Gun Owners Action League, sent me the email on 11/20/2023. That was 4 days ago. 4 days ago, I find out that there's a bill by David Paul Linsky H.2361, an act banning semi-automatic firearms. The same nigga, an act to prohibit carrying firearms in a sensitive place. An act updating the mass assault weapons ban. I'm finding out 4 days ago that next Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. they're coming to grab our shit. That is too late. That is too late in the game. A week that we have Thanksgiving, nobody's doing work, everybody's chilling, being with their family. And now I'm just finding out. Why? Because I was too lazy. I was uninformed. I was not involved in my judicial process. Where my tax dollars are going, I'm happy and content with the government just taking my shit without doing my homework. Majority C. Decker has proposed a bill. The title of the bill is An Act Requiring Licensed Gun Owners to Submit a Yearly Affidavit. An act requiring licensed gun owners to submit a yearly affidavit. An act relative to firearms in certain public buildings. What is the average gun owner doing about that? How are you, a gun owner, being part of the process? How are you preventing it? Because the only time we cry and complain and we find out is the day that it's banned. What up? B the Great B. What up, homie? And I'm looking at these titles and I'm just like, wow, I did not know that there were 56 anti-gun bills. And I'm 33 years old. I've been shooting a gun since I was 18 when I joined the Army. And now I am now just getting involved in my judicial process. You know what that tells me? That tells me the 2A leadership failed me. The 2A leadership organizations, they did not have something organized. They did not reach me. And now at 33 years old, now I'm asking where my tax dollars are going. Now I'm starting to get involved into how to prevent these legal bills from happening. 33-year-old adult, been in the game 15 years. So I ask myself, am I just going to bitch and complain about the problem? Or am I going to be part of the solution? I decided to be part of the solution. Pierre, what can you do? I'm already certifying students to get their license to carry. I offer additional advanced courses. I teach instructor courses, self-defense classes, pepper spray, stun guns. Now I'm doing YouTube. Now I'm out here reaching out to people and trying to spread the message. So what are you doing? If every person in the 2A organization, in the 2A community, brought one friend and got them licensed, we would double gun ownership. Let me check out some of these comments right here. Just got off of work, Balo Wick. Yo, y'all be killing me with these fake YouTube names, yo. What up, everybody? I know y'all be here. If you want to join the convo, let me post the link right here. Join the convo here. Fuck. I did not mean to do that. Well, I guess that's fine. But yeah, man, we are behind the curveball. Then look at this link. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link right here. I'm gonna make a separate YouTube video about this stuff. But we're just too far behind the curveball. Mask got it bad, but it's spreading. This anti-gun stuff is spreading. So you might be in Texas thinking, oh, it's all good and gravy. You might be in New Hampshire thinking about live free or die until it comes to your space. It's gonna come to you too. These bills, they spread like cancer. People be laughing and be like, ha ha, Massachusetts suck, you need to move. You're not gonna be saying that because once they conquer Massachusetts, what do you think these people are gonna do? Once they conquer Mass, they're gonna go to New Hampshire. They're gonna go to Rhode Island. They're gonna go to Connecticut. And then that shit is just gonna that cancer is just gonna spread. I just dropped the link if you guys want to hop in the conversation. You guys are more than welcome to do so. But we have to be engaged in our community and be part of the solution. We have to stop complaining about the stuff that's happening when we're not doing anything. What are you doing to protect and grow the Second Amendment? If you're not doing shit, if you're not donating time, money, energy, resources, ammo, if you're not doing the legwork, hey, I ain't got no money, but I can recommend my friend to take a class somewhere. If you're not doing none of that shit, then shut the fuck up. Go away. I don't want to hear none of this shit. But I'm tired. I'm tired of getting my ass kicked every day. Oh, what's gonna be on the ban list today? Ooh, what's Massa gonna let me do? And I'm tired of hearing people complain. And I ask, what are we doing? So I'm gonna lead by example. I'm already doing YouTube. I'm putting some real time, money, and energy. I got some real videos coming out to help train people and inspire them to come. I'm going to be holding two-way events to engage the community. I'm going to be doing my legwork. I'm going to be doing my part. So what are you doing to protect and grow the Second Amendment? If you haven't done shit, then you need to take an action. You need to sit down, stop, think, plan, and not let 2024 be the same shit that it is in 2023. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of getting my ass kicked. I'm tired of black people getting killed by firearms because we're not viewed as patriots and law abiding citizens with firearms. So a guy gets fucking shot because he has a cell phone in his hand. I'm tired every time I get pulled over, I gotta make sure that my hands are moving and I ain't fidgeting because I might get shot and killed before I get to tell them who I am. I get Philando Castilled before I can say I'm a combat veteran, I'm an instructor, I used to be an EMT, I did all that. Before I get to tell my story, I get 7 rounds put in my chest because that's what goes through my mind. The link is in the comments if y'all want to hop in the conversation. If y'all want to look at the bills is in the comment section right there. Yeah, I can check it out. So yeah, this is my call to action for all the private citizens that own a firearm and value the ability to protect themselves and your loved one. This is my call to action. Do something. Something has to change. This ain't it. This is not it. It's not working. Well, Pierre, what can I do? Right? Everybody can complain about the problem. So here's some solutions. This Christmas, instead of buying some random shit, buy them a firearm safety class. SolomonFirearms.com. Buy them a firearm safety course. Well, Pierre, my husband and wife and best friend already has a license to carry. Great. Buy them an advanced class. Let them learn about the proper ways to use the firearm, stand your ground laws, duty to retreat, castle doctrine, shoot, don't shoot. All these things that people don't know, how to clear a building. Buy some pepper spray. Create an event. If you're at a club, go to your board and say, hey, board, I have this great idea to engage our local community. And you present your own idea and community at your club. You like, share, comment, subscribe to Pro 2A organizations and people that are doing the work. If you ain't got the time, money, and energy to do the work, then send your money. Whatever it is that you can send. I don't know what it is. Everybody's pockets are different. If it's $1, if it's $10, 100, I don't know. I don't care. If you can't do the work, put your money where your mouth is. If you ain't got no money, sharing a link, sharing a page, sharing an organization is free. You're on the phone 24/7. You out here keying on the phone. You could do that. Your family member, Thanksgiving, holiday season, your family members, have that conversation in a manner that will lead them to wanting to learn more, right? I tell people, do you want to be told what to think or do you want to make an informed decision? The media is willing to lie to you. The media has been lying to you all the time. What I want people to do is make an informed decision about firearms and about your self defense plan. Because there's a lot of fallacies that are happening around. And when people take a class and they get educated, then they go, okay, now I understand. And they realize that's bullshit. I've seen on TV person holding a pump action shotgun talking about this is an AK-47. I'm like, bro, that's a pump action shotgun. Yelling it, yelling at the TV, calling it an assault weapon, all that stuff. We got to do the work. Your local governor, selectman, mayor, city town council member. Are you going to those meetings in your neighborhood, in your jurisdiction? Are you seeing what they're talking about? When they propose a ban and then Goal sends out the email, are you going to that hearing to represent the two-way community? Because I can't be everywhere at once. No one can be everywhere at once. We're asking for you to be at the meeting at your local neighborhood. We're not asking you to save the world. We're asking you to be engaged in your local community. That don't cost no money. What are we doing? What are we as a two-way community doing to protect and grow the Second Amendment? Well, Pierre, I ain't got no money, but I got some extra 22s. I bought a couple of thousands of rounds when I thought the world was coming to an end. I see my local organization having an event. I think I could donate a brick. Go ahead, cool. Do that. But if we're not doing nothing and all we're doing is watching anti-gunners go through, then that's on we're going to take that L. We're going to keep taking that L. I'm doing my part. And I'm doing more. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna engage the community. I'm gonna make some videos. I'm gonna try to reach more people. So I appreciate y'all if you're out here watching. Like, subscribe, comment, run that algorithm up. That shit's free. Let somebody hear it. Maybe somebody has been satisfied and then they're complacent. Share this link. Tell them, hey, get off your ass. Thank you, Balo. I appreciate that. I'm consistent. Yo, I'm on this shit. I don't do nothing, all or nothing, bro. That's the way I am. I am all or nothing. I don't start no shit unless I'm committed to it. Every Friday, we out here, gang, gang. We're gonna grow the community. I'm about to be putting out some dope videos out here, training videos and all types of stuff. Life, food. I'm gonna be out here traveling, eating. It's that winter time. We gotta be outside where it's warm. I'm gonna be traveling, doing some videos, trying to do everything. But yeah, we gotta be consistent, man. Consistency is key. Going to the range at least once a month. You got to go to the range at least once a month to keep that dust off. Don't let them cobwebs grow on your firearm. Take that safe queen out. People got a lot of safe queens. Guns out here just in the safe. Ain't doing nothing. Go to the range, practice shooting. When you go to the range, ask somebody. Go on Facebook and be like, hey, I'm going to the range this weekend. Who wants to come? Hey, I'm going to the range. I know somebody who does private instruction. Here's how much it's going to cost. You'll learn how to shoot. Or they could come shoot with you if you feel confident enough to do that safely. We got to be engaged. We got to be engaged. We got to be consistent. If not, we're going to take the L. We're going to continue to take the L that we've been taking. If you guys have any comments or things, right? So ideas, right? How can we engage the community? You've heard me say a couple of things. If you want to hear some stuff, um, you know, be more than welcome to join right here. You can hop on the live and we can take some ideas. Let's brainstorm. Instead of just talking shit, bitching, and complaining, let's brainstorm. What are we doing as a community? I'm gonna be next year. I'm gonna be doing dating. So we're gonna do a next time. I'm gonna have some events for dating in a two-way. I'm gonna make sure we have a good male to female ratio because you know it ain't gonna be no sausage party over here. I'm gonna be doing some date nights, some speed dating date nights for food and some stuff. We're gonna see. We're gonna do some what you call it, some test runs. We're gonna do something light, see how it goes. Graphic designers. I need graphic designers to do flyer. If you know anybody that does flyers, I need graphic designers to do some flyers for me. I'm tired of doing the ghetto stuff I be doing. I need some fancy flyers to to properly showcase the stuff that I'm doing. I got some stuff that I'm cooking, but I can't do it by myself. That's the thing. Many hands make light work. Many hands make light work. And then we all got to pitch in. We all got to pitch in and do a part. Whatever little that you can do it because these anti-gunners are winning. They're kicking our ass and they're kicking it pretty bad. Pretty bad. This is what I be seeing my favorite YouTubers. They'd be like, yo, get them likes up. If you in here and you ain't like the video yet, get them likes up. We ain't doing no more. Get them likes up. You ain't like the video yet, get them Oh damn. I didn't mean to do that. How many likes we got? We got 3. I have 5 people in this goddamn lobby. There was 5 here. Get them likes up. What y'all doing over here? Oh man. But nah, guys, we gotta get involved, man. We gotta get involved. Because if we don't get involved, if we don't get proactive, take initiative, if we don't do that, and that's funny. So many pro 2A people, we're military, we're law enforcement, we do all this tactics and all this training, but then we don't apply that when it comes to protecting our human right to self defense. All the time in the army, we say take initiative, but then we come back home and then we get our ass kicked by freaking moms demand action and a bunch of fucking dweebs that couldn't defend themselves and their loved ones. If shit hit the fan, they'll be the first ones to die in the zombie apocalypse. But yet these people got bills ready for any type of incident and whatnot, and then they're ready to rock and roll. Now we gotta do better than that. We gotta do better than that. Hit up them Cash Apps, PayPal, Venmos. I got all my accounts set up. So if you want to show some love, I got some music going on. Hold up. I got the hold up. There we go. Let me play this right here.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
I've been messing around. So I feel pretty comfortable now with the StreamYard stuff going around and how to work it. So I just gotta make some time to download all the cool side effects and whatnot. Yo, share, like, subscribe, share, drop that on your Facebook, to all your pro 2A community. Be like, yo, subscribe, like, follow every Friday, 10 p.m. to 12. We out here, we're gonna be talking, right? The Safely Honest Gun Show. This is the only space where we're gonna talk about political stuff. We are gonna be having some guests on the show as well, right? But I won't be inviting people until I get these numbers up right here. I don't want I don't want to invite a guest to come on the show. And we got 2 people watching. So I'm gonna build my audience up, and then I got some good guests in line in the pipeline. Starting 2024. So hopefully, because I'll be on vacation. So towards the end of December, my birthday is January 2nd. I'm gonna be going on a break. I'm gonna be taking some time for my birthday, and I'll be back. And I mean, I'll still do my YouTube every Friday, but I'm just basically gonna be chilling, getting my tax paperwork ready and stuff like that. And in February, I'm gonna hit the ground running. So hopefully by then, my YouTube would have built some what you call it, some momentum, and then we actually have a decent following going on. So right now, my goal, I need watch hours. Okay, if y'all love and support me, I need you to watch these videos. Okay, because I need a total of 4,000 watch hours to be monetized. So, pick a playlist, or watch one video a week. It don't even have to be nothing crazy. You could do one video a day, one video a week. Look at the playlist and then, start educating yourself and then saying, okay, let me review the basics. What am I missing? Because we're going to talk about politics, we're going to talk about the legal system, we're going to talk about training, we're going to talk about all that stuff. So go through the playlist, watch the videos, look at the titles. I don't do no clickbait shit. All the titles are going to be accurate, and then just watch it because I need the 4,000 views and 1,000 subscribers. That's what I need. They told me exactly what I needed. Let me look at the email here. YouTube sent me the email of what I need. I need 1,000 subscribers and I need 4,000 views, and I believe I'm halfway there on both ends. Let me take a peek here. I don't know why I'm having trouble. Of course, when I'm looking for shit, now I can't find it. All right. Oh, there you go. Okay. So I need 1,000 subscribers. I have okay, so I have 4,000 minutes that I need. I need a total of 4,000 minutes. I have 2,020 minutes watched. And then so I need another 2,000. So yeah, I need a oh, and my friend was telling me that you can't have the volume off. So if you guys are gonna be watching the videos, like you gotta actually watch it. The volume has to be like at least halfway. YouTube knows when you out here trying to trying to run them numbers up. But yeah, just generally, watch the information. I'm making this content for you guys. All right. Any type of content that you're interested in, let me know what you're interested in. I'm gonna be doing like disassembly videos. I'm gonna be doing content, and my content is based on what I think the 2A community needs and what you're interested in. But if you want to buy a gun or you want to review on something, by all means, leave leave your comments as to what you're interested in, so that way I can make content that's relevant and that you want to watch, right? I don't want to be I don't want to be begging people and making you watch shit you're not interested in. So let me know what's valuable to you. I'm doing what I think is valuable, right? Having conversations with our community and saying, hey, we need to be engaged, we need to take initiative, because that I think that's what we need to do. But obviously I want you guys input into what you're interested in. But yeah, feel free to comment. I see two people watching. I appreciate you getting off of work, my boy right here, getting off of work and coming to show me some love. I appreciate that, man. That's out there. That's that commitment right here. Let me go ahead and give you a air horn out here for showing me love right here. My man out here coming off of work and coming straight to the live. I appreciate that, bro.
Bang, bang, bang.
That's
Shit
what I'm
like that. Shit
talking
like
about.
that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like
Bang, bang,
that.
bang.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
I'm so happy I figured out these little little thingy majiggies. But nah, I appreciate y'all supporting me. Um but yeah, I just I'm just doing what my heart tells me to do. I'm just following, I'm observing things and I'm analyzing and I'm, just doing what I love, doing what I think is right thing to do. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. I mean, there is a master strategy, but the strategies is based on what I think the 2A community. When I look at TV and I look at the representation and I look at the opposite end, right? The things that I think people are not talking about and they're not saying, I think that they need to be said, and I'm saying it, right? So right now I'm nobody, but hopefully at some point I will become somebody, and people will want to listen and care about what I have to say. But until then, we're gonna be out here. We're gonna be in the trenches, the YouTube trenches, putting in that work, trying to get out. But yeah, I think the average gun owner, they need more training. They need to avoid the pitfalls. I see the shit on the TV and I'm just like, damn, why would you do that? I think about any of my classes, self-defense in the home, self-defense outside the home. We talk about the legal requirements needed to use, deadly force. A firearm is a tool of last resort. And I'm sitting here and I'm, watching this stuff and I'm like, damn, you could have avoided that problem had you done A, B, C, D, and you would have learned that in one day, in a 1 day course, a 8 hour class. Now you wouldn't be facing 30 years to life, you know, and you see it all the time. And, so yeah, I just think people need to continue their training, continue their education, and do it equally as well as much as buying all this crap. People are buying all these things, put it on their guns, and then they don't even know how to use it. Got an 8-inch shot group. Yuck. Yuck. Let me check these comments right here. Anything new? Y'all out here posting anything? No. I'm trying to figure out who the hell y'all are. B the Great B and Balowick. Balowick, I think I know who you are. Balo, I think you are. If let me see. I know your name. I just gotta see your name. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you who you are right now, Balo. I know exactly who you are. You are crap. Noah. I think you're Noah. I don't want to put your whole government out, but I think you're Noah. I want to put nobody in full government out here. But if I'm right, let me know. But yeah, let me see. Ain't nobody trying to join this live out here. Y'all got me doing the struggle live right here. Another topic. Everyday carry. What are you guys carrying? Why do you guys carry every day? I want to carry my K bar right here, but I'd be scaring a lot of people if I was carrying my K bar. Yo, talking about carrying, why are you guys carrying with no round in the chamber? What's up with that? I'm hearing people not carrying around the chamber. The last thing you're gonna be doing on this earth is attempting to draw your gun and rack the slide. You're gonna be trying to rack the slide, and the next thing you know, you're gonna be up in heaven. Talking about things the two-way community do that, and that's what I'm talking about. Training. You watching all these dudes online arguing and shit, talking about, oh, I don't have a round in the chamber. I don't want to accidentally shoot somebody, bro. If you ain't got the trigger discipline and you don't feel safe and comfortable to carry a gun, then you need to go get some more training. But you should definitely not be carrying a gun and not have a round in the chamber. That's a no-go. So yeah, that thought comes to mind, and I can't tell you how many students when they come in, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I heard this, I heard that, da da da," and there's a lot of bad information. I want to make sure that we help help curtail that. So talking about my everyday carry, I was just working today, so I got to take my gun out my duty belt. I carry an MMP 45 for any of those that might be interested. Taking the rounds out, magazine out. Little trusty little round in the chamber. Take that bad boy out. Yo, you know what was scary? I remember being in the army when we had to go through the the clearing barrels. I before I figured out, I used to do what my drill sergeant told me to do, but I had no idea why. I was just following the directions. Like, private, you gotta drop your magazine. I didn't really understand. I was just following directions. I'm good at following directions. And then it wasn't till like, I don't know at what point did I understand why he was telling us to do it in that order. But watching people get negligent discharges, I was like, bruh. But this is my everyday carry. We're gonna do a whole video on that and how you should be getting set up. MP45. So if y'all want to let me know what y'all carry, yeah, I can. What up, Slick Rich? What's going on, homie? You carry a FN 509 midsize. Oh, you out here doing red dots. Okay. Slick Rich. What up, homie? Out here took a couple of my classes, man. What up, man? What's going on? Let me go ahead and give you a little air horn play right here.
Bang, bang,
Bang.
bang.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
So yo, I just became a dealer. I just became a dealer for Aimpoint. The Aimpoint also makes a red dot, and I submitted my paperwork for Trijicon to become a dealer. So I'm gonna see if they let me become a dealer. But 2024, one of the big things we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be getting into retail heavy. So I was really a just mostly training guy, but 2024 we are definitely getting into sales and whatnot. So this guy, what's that? FN 509. Let me see. I'm not familiar with that particular gun. Let me Google. Ooh, you fancy. Okay. Okay, I see you. Yep, got the cutout. I actually got one of these right here. Ooh, that cost a pretty penny too. That's 1K. I presume you didn't get the one with the silencer. You got the mass compliant one. I actually got one of those. It's so funny because I haven't shot one yet. So I see the 9mm right here. That looks really nice. I got the aggressive grip on that, the cutout slide for the RMR. Yep. Now, do you have the raised sights so you can co-witness? So that's one thing I always recommend people is to get that raised sight so you can look straight through in case your red dot dies or anything of that nature. Um, but yeah, okay, I see you out here. I hope y'all gotta carry at least 5 magazines. Well, not 5 magazines, but I got 3 magazines in my pocket and one in the gun. So that's 4 magazines, and then you gotta have that extra mag as a backup in case something falls on the ground or whatever. I tell every for every self-defense gun that you have, you need to have 5 mags. 5 mags for any gun that you plan on using for self-defense. In the Army, our standard combat load was 210 rounds, and I believe in that. It's unfortunate, especially in Massachusetts, when we have those 10-round limitations. So we're losing our round count. Imagine if you had a 17-round mag, 20-round mag, if you add the extensions to it, how that doubles your round count, in self-defense. So in mass, we're getting really good at what you call it, magazine changes. Because them boys in New Hampshire, they never have to reload. So here in mass, we always reloading, so our reload speeds are quick. But we definitely gotta have those multiple magazines, have them stashed around safely in the home and properly secured. But we definitely want to be ready to go. Hellcat Pro Crimson Trace. Hellcat Pro. I know the Hellcat. So is that a full size Hellcat? Let me Google that. Because I got a Hellcat, but what's the Pro designation? Let me see. Is that a full size one? Okay, that looks like that looks like a full size. Let me see what the yeah, I don't like the tiny guns because my hands like just swallows the gun and then it like barely fits in. Like I hate when my fingers are like the thing I hate about compact guns is that when I'm grabbing the gun, that pinky or like the ring finger is falling off. So I don't like that aspect. The other thing too, depending on the gun, sometimes you could lose rounds. But they've done a good job recently where you're able to save that round count. But a few years back, before they dropped those guns, a lot of times we'd have 7 rounds. But now they're doing a really good job of being able to keep those that at least getting 10 rounds. But okay, yep, I got the raised sights and got an apex trigger on it, one in the chamber. That's the way. Yo, you gotta have one in the chamber, baby. Yes, I got one chamber. I carry WB with one extra mag. So 21. Yeah, you got to get you a couple mags, brother. Get you a couple extra mags. I got 3 mags in my pocket and one in the gun. So that's 4. Now, 3 might be, people might be like, oh, I hate when people be like, oh, if you're using all these rounds, oh, you must be in some shit. You pissed the wrong people off. Yeah, and And if I piss the wrong people off, I want to be ready. What you mean? If I run into an active shooter or multiple active shooters, hell yeah, I want to be ready. I don't give a damn. There's multiple assailants. People be like, oh, if you need so much ammo to stop a bad guy, you suck. No, how about multiple assailants? Talk about cover and concealment. The bad guy could be behind cover. The bad guy can have body armor. Nobody has 100% accuracy, right? So how about you have enough ammo so you can survive the gunfight instead of the, oh, I only have 5 rounds on me because I'm an expert sniper ninja that never misses and always get my bad guy. So yeah, get your ammo. Get your ammo, homie. Let me see what I got. Hellcat Pro, you got the Crimson Trace. I've been thinking about, I don't know if I want to get a dealer account, but I have heard about them. I want to start with Aimpoint and Trijicon because they got the military what you call it contracts. I'm checking this out right now. But yeah, I've heard about those. And it's so crazy. I tell people all the time, I don't know everything about guns. My students swear like I'm some like superhuman person that has all this unlimited knowledge. And I'm like, there's so much stuff I don't know about firearms. And I've been training and I've been in the game for a long time. So I can only imagine how much somebody doesn't know. And all they've taken is a 5-hour safety class. Like you definitely need to do more than just the basic course. The bigger will be I think the piece of shit macro is probably the same size. I like it's funny. I got all these guns and I haven't even shot them. Yeah, all these guns are in the cases, they're locked up. My students shoot them. I probably have about 20 different guns that I haven't fired. I bought them, students shoot them, and I just don't have the time. But 2024, we're gonna be shooting them. We're gonna be shooting these bad boys, gonna be making dope ass videos. But yeah, I am biased to the MMPs 2.0s. That was my second gun. I had started off with the M9 Beretta because that's what we had in the army, and that's what I was used to. And then I went to Smith and Wesson, and I ain't never looked back. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But yeah, we gotta do some shooting sometime. I'm gonna do some parties. I'm gonna do some community events and stuff like that. I've just been on the grind. I've been grinding forever. So yeah. Oh, if y'all in this group chat, if y'all taking my classes, please leave a review on Google, please, and copy and paste it to Yelp. If you haven't done so, leave a Google review, copy and paste into Yelp. Give me some stars. Show your boy some love. I would appreciate that. Like all our social media on Facebook, Instagram, or Solomon Firearms. On Facebook, I'm Pierre Solomon as well. If you want to add my private account, up to y'all. But show your boy some love. Let me see. I have the Ecleon mid-size module, but no slide or central operating group. Y'all out here talking all types of cool guns. I gotta see what y'all talking about. I'm about to copy and paste these bad boys. Let me see what y'all got. Sometimes you be so deep in the trenches that you don't stay up to date with everything. Oh, let me see. Yes, I'm over 21, fool. Oh, okay. Okay, I see that. Oh, that look nice. That does look nice. See, but then it's mad weird because it's like the whole point was to have the micro carry, but now They're making the full size versions of it. Okay, that looked nice. That looked nice. Damn, that's more guns for me to buy. But yeah, one of the things we're gonna be doing next year is we're gonna be doing a lot of reviews on firearms. You know, when something new comes out, we're gonna buy it. I'm gonna make some honest reviews and let people know what I think and stuff like that. And then, see how those go. Let me see people out here. Oh, hey, hey. I see folks liking the post, the comment. Do. Yes, the MMP 2.0's triggers, they are a million times better than the Gen 1. I definitely agree with that. The Gen 1s, they are a million times better. I had to take mine to an armor and file that down to 5.5, which is the standard pounds per pressure that the FBI and law enforcement use, because those 10-pound triggers, that was not it. That was not it at all. So yeah, they definitely did a big improvement um on that trigger pull. I have different trigger pulls that I like for different reasons. Like I like the Glock trigger pull for training because it has a very loud, audible trigger reset, but I don't like it for shooting. So I have like little nuances that I prefer. But okay, y'all are fancy. Y'all got some money out here. Y'all everyday carries, y'all balling. Yeah, y'all balling on these everyday carries. I see y'all. Y'all out here looking good. The 6 hour rolls. The 6 hour rolls would be matching my eyes. Okay, it's gonna compliment me. Who said that you can't be armed and fabulous? Okay, I can be armed and fabulous, be looking all cute with my rose. That guy not gonna give a yeah. That bad guy is gonna be with the roses. He gonna be 6 feet under, and they gonna be some roses when he try to murder me and my family. um, but yeah, we have a try before you buy program. So always keep in mind if you ever see a gun that you think you want to buy, we have a try before you buy program. So basically, you book a private lesson and then you basically get an opportunity to shoot the gun, see how you feel, see how you like it. It's better that you spend 80, $100 on a private lesson than to spend 700, 800 on a gun and then find out that you don't like it and you have buyer's remorse. So that's one of the things that we offer. Try before you buy program. We always encourage people to to check that out, and that way you can make an informed decision. Too many times do people, they hear about something online or they hear it in a rap song or a movie, and that's the motivation for them to buy a gun, and then they buy it and then they realize they don't like it. So for me, if I buy a gun and I don't like it, I don't give a shit. It goes into the safe. A student's gonna use it. I don't give a damn. I buy guns for a living. It's a business expense. So for me, I don't care. But for the average person that can't spend tens of thousands of dollars on firearms, it behooves you to go and practice shooting that gun before you make a purchase and actually see if it fits your hand, if you like the way it shoots. And because sometimes a gun could fit nice into your hand, and then when you shoot it, you don't like the trigger pull or the shooting experience. A good example of that for me is the HKVP9. When I put the HKVP9 in my hand, it's the best fitting gun, and I've never felt a gun that was more comfortable. Like that was like the perfect fit for me. But then when I shot the gun at the range, I hated the experience. So there's a difference between how a gun feels in your hand. You can have a gun out of the case and then, you know, and then have try it that way, but it's a different thing to actually go into the range and then shoot. But but yeah, never just buy a gun off of, clout unless you balling. If you got it like that, then hey, buy the gun. If you don't like it, friends and family can shoot it. That's cool. But but yeah. Let's see what else we got here. What else did you guys comment? Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about these Apex triggers. I've never shot an Apex trigger, but I know a lot of people talk about it and they get the kits and stuff like that. Um, Couple things to keep in mind. I don't think this applies to Apex, but just make sure that any changes you make to the gun doesn't violate any type of warranties and stuff like that. And then yeah, and then that way, you're cool. But yeah, I think I saw that. But yeah. But yeah, all gun owners, y'all need to be training. Oh, did y'all see the training requirements that they wanted y'all to do? The new proposed training requirements, they want the average person to do active shooter training. They want them to do all types of wild stuff. Let me pull up the email. If you guys are not subscribed to the Goal email, I highly recommend you guys join Goal and you follow their emails. Their email is the only source of me like learning about legal stuff every week. And during the week, Goal will email me stuff, and that's the only way I know about what's happening. If they didn't email me this stuff, I wouldn't have known. So I definitely find their emails valuable. Um what was the training? I know I seen the thing for training requirements. It was all types of crazy stuff they want you to train, and then I'm just like, why is the average person um they want you to do active shooter training, trauma training, de-escalation training. They want a written law exam, use of force laws, harm reduction. Like what? Why? That's thousands of dollars because live fire, you can do that in a regular class. Active shooter, that could be a week-long course. You want somebody to take an active shooter class. Wait, how do I add this photo? Wait, hold up. Can I add this photo? Let me see. How do I add this photo on here? Ooh, banner, brand. I know how to do this. I know. Add. Wait, crap. But yeah, they want you to do all types of crazy stuff. So we really gotta. Let me see. Okay, I got that right there. Training requirements. Okay, cool. Let me add this stuff to the screen right here. Boom. Okay, I think I needed to. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, so look at the stuff they want people. They want people to do. It is wild. Wait, let me get rid of this. Okay, that is not. I got the picture, but now it's blocking. Now it's blocking my face. So we're halfway there. We've got the photo there, but the photo is just in a manner. Okay. But you see that crazy stuff they're asking the everyday person to be trained on before? Like each of those topics could be a week long class, right? And that's the bullshit that they want to do. They just want to keep adding barriers for getting your LTC, and then they once they discourage somebody, then they never apply. So average 30, yellow high 59 by 10 more. But yeah, Slick Rick, when you coming back to take a class? You gotta come in, take the self-defense in the home, outside the home course, right? We got some more advanced stuff for you, brother. We want you out here being great. We see you out here in social media, living your best life. You gotta come back. Speaking to all of y'all, y'all been shooting, but there's always something to learn. Come take my combative classes, hand-to-hand combat, learn how to fight. Yeah, I got a gun, but you gotta know how to use them hands. A firearm is a tool of last resort, so you gotta know what you're doing. Um, but yeah, my brain was all scattered for a second. But yeah, they got all types of crazy stuff that they're trying to pass through, but all my classes are good, homie. Combatives, I'm pushing combatives big, hand-to-hand combat. Gotta learn how to fight, bro. Gotta throw them hands. And I'm highly recommending self-defense in the home, self-defense outside the home. Those are big things. Understanding the legal requirements to use deadly force, how to conduct yourself during an attack, and all that stuff. That there's a lot of pitfalls and the things. Most of the time when I see people doing stuff, and I'm like, if you had taken that class, that wouldn't have been you. But but yeah, let's see what it is. It's 11:50, y'all. 10 minutes left. We're live from 10 to 12. If there's any comments, concerns, anything about today's topic that we talked about, this topic was about holding private citizens accountable, right? So making sure that you're growing, that you're protecting and growing the two-way by engaging with people in your personal life, your personal circle, bringing them into the fold. Your goal should be to bring one person to the two-way community. If everybody brings one person, then we will double the size of our two-way community. Okay. To seek additional education and training, don't be satisfied with that entry level course that you took. Okay, continue what you need to do, right? There's a bunch of platforms. A lot of times people are good on only one platform. So there's pistols, there's rifles, there's shotguns, there's variations on all those different types of platforms, right? Bolt action, lever action, pump action, all right. And you need to start mastering all these different platforms and filling in the gaps that you have when it comes to, using firearms, and then the legal laws on how to legally and responsibly use them. And then tie that up into your general self-defense plan. You should have lethal, non-lethal, how to run away, all that stuff. All that things ties together into your self-defense strategy. So you got to make sure that all of that stuff is aligned. So if anybody want to come in live with any comments, you're more than welcome to join the conversation and pitch in if you'd like. I just copied and pasted the link here. If you're gonna come in the last few minutes, if you want to say something, you're more than welcome to to talk your shit, right? This is me giving our members a voice, right? So if you don't have the time to make a YouTube channel and do this every Friday and you only got a couple minutes, come here and say your piece. And then that way we'll put it out to the world and people can see the conversation and grow from that conversation. So we want to be fun, we want to be informative, safe, right? A good a good what's it called role model, a good role model for the 2A community and the world of what an average everyday gun owner is, and yada yada yada. So the link is in the comments. Yeah, I want to come through, talk your talk. Holla at your boy. Got the Cash Apps, PayPal, subscribe, like, comment, share, all the YouTube stuff. You hear people say, I need them hours. I need them watch hours. So go ahead and watch the videos we already have. We have a bunch of different playlists for each category of topics that we have. So feel free to look through the playlist and see what topics that you guys are interested in. Um, but yeah, we're gonna have some range days. We're gonna have some fun stuff. I know this summer I went away to Africa and I didn't really do a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna be more strategic with when I go on vacation. The summertime is when we could be outside, we can do a lot of training and things like that. So I'm gonna make sure to plan my vacations during the winter time when people are inside, and then summertime we can be outside, and then we can live our best life. So, so yeah, I appreciate you guys being out here. I will consistently be here every Friday from 10 to 12, Safely Honest Gun Show, where we're gonna be having the conversations that I feel that is not being had in our community. And I want to protect and grow the Second Amendment. And I'm doing that by having these conversations here and then, training people in real life and then creating other content that will propel our community forward. So, um, so yeah. Oh, Shorty is cute. But yeah, one of my big things that dating. Tell me what y'all want. What should I have a dating event or speed dating idea that I'm running, that I'm going through my head for pro to a people to find each other. You hear all the time that guys are like, man, my wife won't let me train and stuff like that. Imagine having a wife that supports your gun habit. She would be amazing, right? That's a unicorn running around. So, any ideas on that? What you'd like to see? I think the big thing that I want to be clear is limiting the male, right? Making sure the male to female ratio uh, lines up. Because I imagine that there'll be 10 to 1. So we want to make sure when you get there that there is a good amount of women for men. So but yeah, I think that'll be dope to get something like that and see how it is. Find your happily ever after. Um but yeah, got a lot of stuff cooking. We chefing out here. We chefing, we cooking, getting a good hang of, live streaming and stuff and, doing things step by step. I did order a bunch of ring stuff. So I got a bunch of lights and production things and whatnot. I'll be doing videos as to, doing content creation and stuff like that. So for anybody that might be interested, I'll be documenting my journey of starting a channel and the things that I bought and the process I went through. So so yeah, doing everything, man, just adding more things to the plate. So what we Haitians do, we got like 10,000 jobs out here. We hustling. But yeah, if y'all got anything else that want to say to me, I got 2 minutes. If you got a question, comment, concern about anything, you got 2 minutes, then I am out of here. All right. Um, I'm gonna be going to bed because I gotta go to my sister's house early tomorrow. We're actually having Thanksgiving Saturday because we were all working this week and we were just doing our jobs. So I'll be heading over to the family's house this weekend to eat some good food. So I definitely will be out of here as soon as the live is over. I'll be out of here. So say what you gotta say now, or forever hold your peace. I know there's a little bit of a delay, but yeah, I appreciate you guys being out here, showing your boys some love, some support. Feel free to share the lives and the links and everything. I appreciate all that. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving, and I wish you all well. All right, y'all. Peace.